What's up, HASfit Tribe? It's your personal trainer, Coach Kozak.
I'm Claudia, and this is a full body stretch.
These stretching exercises are great for beginners through intermediate trainees.
We will work to improve both your flexibility and mobility in today's session.
Now let's get started. Our first one is going to focus on our upper body, specifically our shoulders. We're going to need to make our way on over to either a wall or a door frame. So we're going to perform a wall upright external rotation plus reach. Hope you got that. You get that? All that, Claudia?
It's a mouthful, but
it's
I
a
think
bit
I
of a
got
mouthful, but it's effective. So let's get our whole body flat up against that wall or door, from our shoulder blades, our backside, even our head. And now let's place our hands flat up against the wall. Now I'm going to start to bring my elbows straight up, and you'll notice it's hard to keep those hands on the wall while you perform that, but trying your best to keep them back. And now we're going to externally rotate from the shoulders, hands come up, and then reach straight up overhead. Now reverse it, elbows come down, hands come down, and then slide back down. All right, so just going to repeat that full range of motion there. This one's going to work on your shoulders, chest, back, all together. It's a great one to help restore that posture as well.
This is a lot harder than it seems.
Yep, and this is one of those exercises where I'm sure we're making some very attractive faces on film. Always love seeing the footage afterwards. I'm like, ugh.
But I'm also not perfect at keeping my hands on to the wall either.
No, that's just what we're aiming for, right? That's the end goal. Most of us won't be there yet. If you are, that's awesome. One last one. Making sure to breathe. No breath holding here. For 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, feeling better already. So we're gonna stay at that wall or door for the next one. We're gonna do a wall calf stretch. So we're gonna face that door wall. Let's place our hands on it. And I'm gonna take my right foot and put my toes anywhere between 3 to 9 inches away from that wall. And while keeping my heel in contact with the floor, I'm going to slowly and gently bring my knee to the wall, touch my knee, and back. If you're able to do so easily, then scoot that foot a little further back and keep testing yourself as you bring the knee forward and back.
We also want to make sure that our heel is maintaining contact with the ground as well.
The whole time, that's right. Because if that heel starts coming up, all of a sudden, we're no longer stretching, right? So you're gonna move as far away as you can while maintaining contact, that heel to the floor. Great one for the overall, really that whole lower limb, calf, Achilles tendon. And we're going to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. All right, same move, opposite side here. And don't assume that both legs are going to be the exact same mobility. So, kind of start off a little close and work your way back. I mean, ideally, that'd be nice, but it's not always the case, so don't be alarmed. Breathing throughout. Again, focusing on keeping that heel to the floor and just stretch it. See how far you can get. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Excellent. We are going to move to the floor for the next one. We're going to get into a half kneeling position. So I'm going to have my right leg up, both knees bent at a 90-degree angle. We're going to perform a kneeling page turner. So start with both arms in front of me. And now I'm gonna open up to the side of that lead leg, lead knee. My eyes stay on that hand and then close it. So like we're a book, right? So you're opening that book and then closing it. This is a great one for our chest, shoulders, back, as well as our mid-back, that thoracic spine. We don't want to ignore that rotational mobility. Nice, consistent breathing.
We're going to exhale as we open up to the knee. And then inhale as we bring our hands back.
Last one on this side. And close that book. Arms can stay out if you want. We're relaxing for a second. As we switch legs, we have to do everything equally, of course. So as we switch legs, open up to the opposite side. And one thing you'll notice with a lot of these dynamic stretches we're performing today, you want to start with, what feels good on that first one. And then kind of at each additional repetition, try to open it up just a little bit more. Don't be alarmed if you have any snap, cracks, or pops. As long as there's no pain today, that's totally normal.
You might see me make a face during one of my snaps or crackles. So.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be lots of faces between the two of us here.
Oh, yeah.
We need these stretches just as much as you do. For 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to give our lower body a little break here. Let's switch legs one more time. We're staying in this half kneeling position. But now we're going to move on to a kneeling hip flexor stretch. If you've done this one with us before, we're going to start by squeezing your glutes. First step, squeeze them nice and tight. You give them a little poke there. Should be tight. Now squeeze your abs with these two body parts and muscle groups tight. Now you're going to gently come forward. Keep them tight. Start to feel that stretch in that back leg from the hip flexor down to the quadriceps. We're just going to hold. Keeping it tight. And if you can come all the way forward like this, I would wager that those glutes and those abs are not tight like they need to be. That's why we put such an emphasis on that.
Making sure to breathe through the whole movement here.
For 3, 2, 1. Same move, opposite side now. This is by far my favorite quadricep and hip flexor stretch. Ready, abs tight, glutes tight, come forward. And just hold here. These are such important muscles that we don't ignore when it comes to flexibility and mobility. They get tight from all the sitting that we do, right? They're contracted when we're sitting down on, unfortunately too much, right? In our day-to-day lives here. That sedentary lifestyle, unfortunately. Too much driving and sitting down at a desk. And
sitting on a train.
All the above.
All of those things.
For 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, we're going to switch our legs again here. A new move for you. We're going to perform a hamstring rock to a hip pry. So let's actually go ahead and start with that hip pry. We're going to come forward, rocking forward. And now we're going to, you can use your knee, hand, keeping that foot flat. We're going to pry out that hip. So everything stays, your foot stays flat on the floor, but pull out from that hip. And now we're going to rock back, straighten the leg, and reach towards the foot. If you can touch it, great. If not, just reach towards it. Hamstring stretch, back of the leg, and repeat. So rocking forward in. This is great for the hip and groin, but also great for that ankle mobility. Prying out and then rocking back, reaching towards the foot. Straight leg. Let's go one more on this side. Hip pry. Feel that opening up in your groin and inner thigh. And then last one, stretch. Maybe just a little further this time and relax. Okay, same move, opposite side now. Again, let's start with that hip pry. So we come forward. Push out either your knee or hand on that knee. Foot stays flat. Okay, now rock back, reaching towards that foot. Again, if you can touch it, great. If not, no worries. Again, forward, out on that knee. Gently opening it up. Feel that pressure.
Ooh.
Foot stays flat. And then rock back. Reach as far as you can. Great for that hamstring and calf, even some lower back here as we reach. Okay, one last time through. Pressing out. I'm a little tender here. I didn't even notice on the left side until I started doing this. I was like, what's that from?
I think I agree with you. I think my left side's a little tender also.
Good thing I'm doing this. All right, and then reaching towards that foot, straight leg, loosening up that hamstring. Very good, relax. All right, we're done with this half kneeling position. Now we're gonna move to a prone position, which is just lying down on our front side with our arms out in front of us. We're gonna perform a shoulder airplane. I want you to start with your thumbs up, palms facing one another. We're gonna bring our chest up off the floor. And I want you to squeeze your glutes a little here. It's gonna take that pressure off of your lower back. Now, bringing your arms up, we're gonna swim, rotate until your pinkies are pointed towards the sky. And then rotate back up. Thumbs up, rotate. Thumbs down, pinkies up. Going back and forth between the two. Full range of motion here. Opening those shoulders up. Making sure to breathe, no breath holding. Again, I give you that cue to squeeze your glutes here. If you're starting to feel some lower back contraction, make those glutes do the work.
Almost like you're swimming.
Exactly. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we're coming up now onto our hands and knees, and we're going to call a quadruped position. So again, all hands and knees, we're going to perform a wrist stretch, another often overlooked body part. I'm going to gently rock forward and back. Now, the more flexible you are in your wrists, the more you can come forward, and the closer you can get those hands to you. But most of us are going to start here and give a little gentle rocks. And again, as you feel good, you can always increase the intensity. Always kind of want to start with the easy version, see what our body can handle today. Gentle rocks, opening those fingers up and maintaining contact, all fingers on the floor. For 3, 2, 1. All right, for this next one, we're going to rotate our palms, and now our fingers are going to be facing us. I want you to get started with those hands a little further out in front of us for this one. And we're going to gently rock back. Again, start with the easy version. Don't rock so far back to start with. And as you feel more comfortable, you can rock a little further. Great for those forearm flexors and wrists. Getting used and abused again in our day-to-day lives. For 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, let's give those wrists a break, and we're gonna move on to a move for our hips. A lot of common lower back pain actually stems from our hips. So let's give them some love here. We're gonna perform a 90-90 hip rotation, starting in this center position. Both knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. Now I'm gonna rotate to my left side. Feel that stretch in my hips. And then I'm gonna rotate to my right side. And what can they do, Claudia, if they start to feel some cramping?
Then you can just back up just a little bit as you begin to feel some of that cramp. And then come back up and switch sides.
Yeah, so if you're starting to cramp, go ahead and lean back, right? If you're feeling good, lean into it. Drive yourself forward. You decide how you're feeling on this one, again, depending on that hip mobility. And if you're just, like I said, if you're just cramping like crazy, you can do the whole move from back here if you need to. Again, right to left here. I feel like I'm moving here as I'm doing this. I'm scooting forward. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. One more variation here. We're going to perform a similar move, a 90-90 hip contour. So let's get in that 90-90 position that we were just in. And now I'm going to take my back leg and I'm going to swing it forward, straighten it out over that lead leg, and then back. And again, Claudia, what are some tools they can do here if this is too much of a challenge?
If this is too much of a challenge and you're feeling a little off balance, you can just simply put your arm back, your left arm back, and just swing your right leg up and over.
Now, I don't want you to just go there immediately. I mean, it's supposed to be a challenge.
Right.
Right? It's only if you're just not capable of doing it. But we do want to push ourselves and challenge ourselves. For 3, 2, 1. All right, same move. Opposite side now. And begin. Again, ideally, you have that good upright posture. And if these moves are challenging for you, good, right? Everybody has to start somewhere. That's why we're going to come back, repeat them. Keep getting a little bit better every time.
That's right. You can't get better if you're not challenging yourself in these areas.
Exactly. It just reveals to us that's where we need some help. And most of us need help here. I mean, I've been doing it for, I don't want to tell you how many years, and I can always get better. I always need it. If I ignore it, my mobility goes away. For 3, 2, 1, 0. Excellent work. All right, and that is it.
Excellent full body stretch today.
Nice work, Claudia.
Nice work to you out there.
All right, and as we said before, just keep coming back and keep getting better. And that consistency is the key.
That's
and
right.
we have found that following a program is one of the best things to help you stay consistent.
That's right, and those programs can be found on the HASfit app.
So go ahead and download it and check it out now.
Don't forget to like us on your favorite social media channel.
Till next time, I'm Coach Kozak.
And I'm Claudia.
And we will see you at your next workout.